Hello, dear friends. Welcome back to another heartwarming chapter of Day and Huyen's journey. As the new year approaches, bringing with it the promise of new beginnings, something wonderful is about to happen in Maya's young life. Do you remember that feeling from childhood when you achieved something and couldn't wait to share it with your parents? Do you remember how their pride made you feel like you could conquer the world? Today's story is about those precious moments that shape a child's confidence and self-worth. Stay with us to witness Maya's special day at school and the beautiful celebration that follows. Don't forget to subscribe to follow their inspiring story. The morning arrived with a crispness in the air that spoke of winter settling into the mountains. Inside the small wooden house, Maya was already awake before dawn, too excited to sleep. Today was the day of her kindergarten midterm evaluation, and even though she was only 6 years old, she understood that this was important. She had been practicing for weeks, and now the moment had finally come to show what she had learned. Huyen heard her daughter stirring and came into the small bedroom they shared. "Good morning, my darling," she said softly, sitting on the edge of Maya's bed. "Are you nervous about today?" Maya shook her head vigorously, her eyes bright with determination rather than fear. "No, Mommy, I've been practicing everything. I can read all the letters now, and I can count to 100. Daddy D helped me practice jumping yesterday. Remember?" Huyen smiled, her heart swelling with pride and gratitude. Just 2 years ago, Maya had no access to education at all. They had been homeless, moving from place to place, and school had been an impossible dream. Now, not only was Maya attending kindergarten regularly, but she was thriving, eager to learn, confident in her abilities. It was a transformation that sometimes still took Huyen's breath away. She helped Maya wash her face and brush her teeth, then carefully dressed her in the cleanest, neatest uniform they had. She combed Maya's long dark hair, braiding it carefully so it would stay neat all day. Every movement was filled with love and care, preparing her daughter not just physically but emotionally for this important day. Dee was already up, preparing a special breakfast for Maya. He had walked to the market early to buy fresh eggs and had made a simple but nourishing meal to give her energy for the day ahead. When Maya came into the kitchen, he swept her up in his arms. "There's my champion," he said warmly. "Today is your big day. Remember, it doesn't matter if you win every competition. What matters is that you try your best and have fun. Daddy is already proud of you no matter what happens." Maya hugged him tightly. "I'll try my very best, Daddy Day. I promise." They sat together for breakfast, Maya chattering excitedly about all the different competitions that would happen at school. There would be reading tests, counting tests, and physical activities like long jump and tug of war. The teachers had designed these activities to be fun rather than stressful, appropriate for kindergarten children, but they still served to assess each child's development and progress. After breakfast, Maya insisted on reviewing her lessons one more time. She sat at their small table with Huyen, pointing to letters and reading them aloud, then counting objects around the room to practice her numbers. Huyen watched with wonder as her daughter concentrated so seriously, her small face scrunched up in determination. Where had this confident little girl come from? Certainly not from the frightened, hungry child who had clung to Huyen's skirt 2 years ago, too scared to speak to strangers. Day had helped create this transformation, not just by providing for them, but by believing in Maya, by spending hours teaching her, encouraging her, showing her that she was capable of anything she set her mind to. Finally, it was time to go. Maya grabbed her small backpack and rushed to the door, then turned back to hug both Huyen and Day. "Wish me luck," she called out as she ran down the path toward school. Huyen and Dae stood in the doorway, watching her go, their arms around each other. "She's going to do wonderfully," Dae said softly. "She's worked so hard." Huyen nodded, unable to speak past the lump in her throat. Sometimes the happiness was so overwhelming, it felt almost like sadness. This profound gratitude for how their lives had changed. At the kindergarten, the atmosphere was festive and exciting. Colorful decorations hung from the ceiling, and the teachers had set up different stations for each activity. The children arrived in their neat uniforms, some nervous, some excited, all chattering with their friends. Maya's teacher, a kind woman in her 40s who had always been particularly encouraging to Maya, gathered the children together to explain the day's activities. "Today is a special day," she told them with a warm smile. "You're all going to show us what you've learned this semester. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about trying your best and having fun. Everyone here is already a winner because you've all been working so hard." The first activity was reading recognition. Each child was called up individually to identify letters and read simple words. When Maya's turn came, she walked to the front of the class with her head held high. The teacher showed her a series of flashcards with different letters and simple words. Maya's voice was clear and confident as she read each one correctly. A, B, C, cat, dog, house. The teacher smiled and made notes in her gradebook, nodding with approval. When Maya finished and returned to her seat, several of her classmates gave her encouraging smiles. She had done well, and she knew it. Next came the counting exercise. The teacher placed various objects on the table, from blocks to toy animals to pieces of fruit, and asked each child to count them. Some of the younger or less confident children struggled, counting too slowly or making mistakes and having to start over. But when Maya's turn came, she counted quickly and accurately, her voice steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 20 objects without a single error. The teacher's smile grew wider. "Excellent work, Maya," she said, marking another high score in her book. Maya returned to her seat feeling a growing sense of pride and accomplishment. All those evenings practicing with Huyen and Dae were paying off. She could see how pleased her teacher was, and it made her want to do even better in the remaining activities. After the academic portions, it was time for the physical activities. The children were led outside to the school's small playground, where the teachers had marked out a long jump area in the dirt. The children lined up, watching as each student took their turn. Some jumped enthusiastically but not very far, while others were more cautious. When Maya's name was called, she stepped up to the starting line. She remembered what Dae had taught her just yesterday. Bend your knees, swing your arms back, then push off hard with both feet and reach forward. She took a deep breath, focused on a spot in the distance, then executed a perfect jump. Her small body flew through the air, and when she landed, she had jumped farther than any child before her. The other children burst into spontaneous applause, and Maya's teacher clapped her hands together in delighted surprise. "Wonderful, Maya! That was an excellent jump!" The final activity was the tug-of-war competition. The children were divided into 2 teams, and Maya found herself placed with a group of her friends. The thick rope was laid out on the ground, and the teachers explained the rules. Each team would pull as hard as they could, and whichever team pulled the other team past the center line would win. The whistle blew, and the competition began. Maya, despite being smaller than many of the other children, pulled with all her might. Her face turned red with effort, her small hands gripping the rope tightly. She could feel her teammates beside her, all of them straining together. "Pull, pull, pull," the teacher called out encouragingly. Maya thought about Dae, about his strength and determination, about how he never gave up, even when things were difficult. She pulled harder, her feet digging into the ground. Slowly, inch by inch, her team began to win. The rope moved in their direction, and suddenly the other team stumbled past the center line. Maya's team had won. The children jumped up and down, hugging each other in celebration, their faces flushed with excitement and victory. After all the activities were completed, the teachers gathered the children together for the final part of the day, announcing the results. The head teacher stood before them with a clipboard and a stack of certificates. "You have all done so wonderfully today," she began. "Every single one of you should be proud of yourselves. You've shown us how much you've learned and grown this semester. Now, we have special certificates for students who showed exceptional performance across all activities." She began calling names, and each child who was called walked forward to receive their certificate. Maya sat with her hands folded in her lap, not expecting to hear her name. She had done her best, and that was enough. She was happy just to have participated, but then she heard it. "Maya!" The teacher was smiling directly at her, holding up a certificate with a large letter A written on it. "Maya, please come up here." For a moment, Maya couldn't move. She looked around to make sure the teacher really meant her. Her friends nudged her encouragingly, and slowly, she stood up and walked to the front on shaking legs. The teacher knelt down to Maya's level, holding out the certificate. "Maya, you have earned the highest grade. You excelled in reading, counting, long jump, and you showed excellent teamwork in the tug of war. You should be very proud of yourself. Your hard work has really paid off." Maya took the certificate with trembling hands, staring at the A written in bold red marker. Tears of joy pricked at her eyes. She had never received such recognition before. "Thank you, teacher," she whispered, her voice choked with emotion. The other children applauded, and several came up to congratulate her after the ceremony ended. Maya barely heard them. All she could think about was getting home to show her mother and Dee. She clutched the certificate to her chest for the rest of the day, protecting it carefully, making sure not to crease or damage it in any way. When school finally ended and the children were dismissed, Maya ran down the mountain path faster than she had ever run before. Her small legs pumped furiously, her backpack bouncing on her shoulders, the precious certificate held safely in her hand. She didn't stop running until she burst through the door of their house, breathless and flushed. "Mommy, Mommy!" she shouted, her voice ringing through the small space. "I got an A! Look, Mommy, I got an A! I got an..." Huyen was in the kitchen preparing lunch when she heard her daughter's excited cries. She turned around just in time to catch Maya as the little girl launched herself into her arms. "What? Let me see! Let me see!" Huyen took the certificate with shaking hands, reading the words written there, seeing the A grade, seeing the teacher's signature and stamp, making it official. Tears immediately filled her eyes and began streaming down her face. Maya had done it. Her baby girl, who had started life with so many disadvantages, who had spent her earliest years in poverty and uncertainty, had achieved something wonderful. "Oh, Maya," Huyen sobbed, pulling her daughter close. "I'm so proud of you. So proud." She held Maya tightly, crying tears of joy and relief and overwhelming gratitude. In that moment, all the struggles of the past seemed worth it. This was why she had fought so hard to survive, to keep going even when everything seemed hopeless. For this moment, for her daughter's success and happiness. Day had been working in the vegetable garden when he heard the commotion. He quickly put down his tools and hurried into the house, worried that something was wrong. But when he saw Huyen crying while holding Maya, and saw the certificate in Huyen's hand, he understood immediately. His face broke into the widest smile, and he strode across the room to scoop Maya up in his strong arms. He lifted her high into the air, spinning her around in circles while she shrieked with laughter. "My brilliant girl," he exclaimed. "I knew you could do it. I'm so proud of you, Maya." He set her down and examined the certificate himself, reading every word carefully, memorizing this moment. Then he looked at Maya seriously. "You know what this means, don't you?" he asked. Maya shook her head, curious. "It means you deserve a very special reward." Maya's eyes widened. She had been so focused on earning good grades and making her parents proud that she hadn't even thought about rewards. "A reward?" she asked hopefully. Day nodded solemnly. "A very special reward indeed. You've worked so hard, been so diligent with your studies. I think this calls for something you've wanted for a very long time." Maya gasped, hardly daring to hope. "Do you mean—" She couldn't even finish the sentence. Dee laughed. "Yes, I mean a doll. The prettiest doll I can find." Maya jumped up and down, unable to contain her excitement. "Really, Daddy Day? Really, truly?" Dee ruffled her hair affectionately. "Really, truly. I'm going to the market right now to find you the perfect doll." He grabbed his jacket and headed for the door, but Huyen caught his arm. "Dae, we should save our money," she said quietly, though her eyes showed she wanted to give Maya this gift as much as he did. "We just sold vegetables at the market, but we need to buy seeds for next season, and—" Dae placed his hand over hers. "Huyen, some moments are more important than savings. Maya has achieved something wonderful, and she should be celebrated. Besides," he added with a smile, "isn't this exactly why we work so hard? So we can give her these moments of joy?" Huyen nodded, smiling through fresh tears. He was right, of course. What was the point of all their hard work if they couldn't celebrate their daughter's achievements? Dae walked quickly to the market, his mind focused on his mission. He went directly to the section where toys and children's items were sold, scanning the displays carefully. There were many dolls of varying quality and price, but he was looking for something special. Then he saw it. A beautiful doll with long black hair, wearing a pink dress with white lace trim. The doll's face had delicate painted features and kind eyes. It wasn't the cheapest option, but it wasn't the most expensive either. It was perfect. He picked it up carefully, examining it to make sure there were no defects. The shopkeeper, seeing his interest, came over. "That's a very nice doll," she said. "Very popular with little girls. High quality. The clothes don't come off easily, and the hair can be brushed and styled." Dae nodded. "I'll take it. It's a reward for my daughter. She got the highest grade in her class today." The shopkeeper smiled warmly. "Then she deserves something special. Let me give you a good price." After some friendly negotiation, Dee made the purchase and had the shopkeeper wrap the doll carefully in paper. He tucked it under his arm and began the walk back home, his heart light. He imagined Maya's face when she saw the doll, her excitement and joy. These were the moments that made everything worthwhile, all the hard work and sacrifice. As he walked, he thought about how far they had all come. When he had first met Huyen and Maya, they had nothing. Now they had a home, food, security, and today they could celebrate a child's achievement with a special gift. It wasn't a grand or luxurious life by any means, but it was good. It was enough. It was everything. When Dee arrived home, Maya was waiting by the window, watching for him. The moment she saw him coming up the path, she ran to the door. "Did you find one? Did you find a doll?" she called out anxiously. Dee walked in with an exaggerated, mysterious expression. "I might have found something," he said slowly, keeping the wrapped package hidden behind his back. "But I'm not sure if it's good enough for a girl who got an A grade." Maya danced from foot to foot impatiently. "Please, Daddy D, let me see, let me see." D finally pulled the package from behind his back and handed it to her. Maya tore the paper off with trembling fingers, and when she saw the doll inside, she let out a shriek of pure joy that echoed through the house and probably across the mountain valley. "She's beautiful!" Maya gasped, holding the doll up to examine every detail. "Look at her dress, and her hair is so long. Oh, Daddy D, thank you, thank you, thank you." She threw her arms around Dee's waist, hugging him as tightly as her small arms could manage. Then she ran to Huyen, showing her every feature of the doll. "Look, Mommy, her eyes are so pretty, and her dress has lace. I'm going to take such good care of her." Huyen wiped away more tears, watching her daughter's unbridled happiness. This was what every parent dreamed of, being able to give their child these moments of pure joy. "What are you going to name her?" Huyen asked. Maya thought seriously for a moment, cradling the doll in her arms. "I'm going to call her Hope," she finally decided, "because she makes me so happy, just like our life now gives me hope." The simplicity and wisdom of her words made both Satai adults fall silent for a moment, moved by this child's understanding. For the rest of the day and into the evening, Maya was inseparable from her new doll. She talked to Hope constantly, telling her about the day's events, about how she had won the competitions, about how proud her parents were. She brushed the doll's hair, adjusted her dress, made up elaborate games and stories. Throughout it all, she sang songs she had learned at school, her voice bright and cheerful, filling the house with music. Day and Huyen went about their evening chores, but they kept stopping to watch Maya play, to listen to her laughter, to soak in these precious moments. "She's going to sleep with that doll tonight," Huyen predicted with a smile. "She'll probably sleep with it every night for years," Day agreed. And that's exactly as it should be. As the sun set and the mountain air grew colder, they gathered together for dinner. Maya insisted that Hope needed a seat at the table too, so they set up a small box for the doll to sit on. Throughout the meal, Maya continued to chatter happily, recounting every detail of her day for the third or fourth time. But neither Day nor Huyen minded. They listened with patience and love, asking questions, sharing in her excitement. After dinner, as Huyen helped Maya get ready for bed, the little girl looked up at her mother with serious eyes. "Mommy, am I really smart?" she asked. Huyen knelt down, taking her daughter's face in her hands. "Yes, my darling, you are very smart. But more than that, you work hard and you never give up. Those are even more important than just being smart." Maya nodded thoughtfully, then smiled. "I'm going to keep working hard. I want to make you and Daddy D proud every day." Huyen kissed her forehead. "You already do, sweetheart. Every single day." This story reminds us that children bloom when they are nurtured with love, encouragement, and genuine celebration of their achievements. Maya's success wasn't just about getting an A grade, though that was wonderful. It was about what that grade represented: her growth, her confidence, her ability to work toward a goal and achieve it. Day and Huyen had created an environment where Maya felt safe enough to try, supported enough to work hard, and loved enough to believe in herself. The doll wasn't just a toy. It was a tangible expression of their pride and love, a physical reminder that her achievements mattered, that she mattered. As the new year approaches, this little family has every reason to celebrate. They have overcome tremendous obstacles together, built a life from nothing, and now they're watching Maya flourish in ways that once seemed impossible. Every child deserves what Maya has: parents or caregivers who believe in them, who celebrate their victories no matter how small, who show them that effort and dedication are valuable. These are the foundations upon which confident, capable adults are built. Thank you for joining us today for this joyful chapter of Day and Huyen's story. If this touched your heart, if you believe in the power of encouragement and love in a child's life, please share this video and don't forget to subscribe to follow their journey. Until next time, may you find opportunities to celebrate the children in your life and show them how much they matter. Goodbye, dear friends.